are going to do a little bit something different, and we're going to recap the race we had on Saturday with Mr. Hugh Hattrick. When Hugh gets on the air, we'll be on his stream too, so we'll see how that goes. But again, this is the eDTM GT or Group 3 race we had at Monza, so it's a pretty good race with the pros. We had 8 guys show up, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see if my audio is working right now, which we had a problem with that before. So audio is working right now. Yeah, it's working, so we can hear ourselves. That's good. So we see this lovely livery that one of our fellow competitors in the AM lobby, Power Maxi, I call him Maxi. He makes some beautiful liveries, and he's done me a walking horse BMW Shearer Marco Whitman replica, but with my number 14 on it. So it's an identical, pretty much perfect livery, except for the number 14 on there versus the number 11. So we also made ourselves a suit livery to go along with it, and we tried to do his helmet, but it didn't go too well. So, but it's a helmets are kind of complicated. There's not that complicated for me, but some people can do really good ones. So, and let's see, yeah, there's some nice scapes. So, start bug pilot. Who's that? Friend request. Maybe that's Hugh. Hold on. Maybe not. Hold on a sec. I want to go blue here for a second. Alright, so we're back. Sorry about that. So it's probably Hugh. Use alternate account. Yeah. So, yep. Excuse me? Wait for me what? No, go ahead and play it. I'm busy. I'm doing a stream right now. So you can close that door. Close that door, sweetheart. Alright. Oh, we gotta, hold on. Gotta go below again. Hold on, sorry. Alright. Sorry about that again. So, Hey, Hugh.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
Good to hear your voice.
I am all right. So this is I'm on my stream right now. So um, we'll we can if we're on live with yours, that's good. So
Yeah. Can you stream it as well as broadcast at the same time? Because I didn't realize you could play a
yeah,
video and then broadcast it at the same time.
yeah. Well, since I mean, the only time it blues out on you is when you go out to the PlayStation menu because that's where your account information can be seen. So yeah, you can go into your home screen on Gran Turismo and then go into your library and pull up
All right.
whatever you want
Okay.
to. So I'll go right in there now. So I'm in there now, just pulling up the replay. So for you, it'd be in your favorites or
Yeah, because
collection. Yeah,
I've put it into my library and I've put it into my replays for
yeah,
my collections.
yeah.
Um, And I take it Diakobub's all right with us putting it on our channels and things, yeah? I
Oh
imagine he
yeah,
must be,
yeah. He
'cause,
has
yeah.
no, yeah, he has no problems with it because we did it for the round one.
Mhm.
We did it because I couldn't make it and one of the other drivers, JD, couldn't make it. So it was early on a Friday for it's just what it was. So we couldn't make it, but we did replay it, and which is kind of cool. It's kind of like when you do any kind of broadcast, you have access to all the features of the broadcast, different views and angles, and you can stop it and comment and that sort of thing, which is kind of cool. But when you're doing it with two people, it can be difficult to coordinate to stop it. Okay, pause it. Pause it. Where are you at? I'm on lap 3. I'm on lap 10. Well, I've got a problem. So,
Yeah, no, that's the thing, isn't it? I might
yeah,
try doing this on our series actually, because we get
yeah.
it, we do it on a live stream, and then and this might be easier just to save the replay
Hmm.
and then just share it, and then I could do
Yeah,
another commentary with Matt that tends to help us as well.
yeah, because
Um,
it can be tricky to try to do a highlight reel. I mean, there are ways of doing it, but you can get a complicated, trying to get a clip. If you use Share Factory, get a little bit of a clip here. Now I tried doing that one time. It was just a mess. I mean, I'm trying to do it on the
yeah,
PlayStation. I mean, I guess if you have Elgato or some type of editing software on a laptop or PC, you could do it better. But I don't have that technology.
Yeah,
So
no, I think because I was trying to think earlier, what could I have done so that we could both do it simultaneously on a live stream, that we both could see it, and it would have been saving us up to do it separately.
yeah.
But I think I would have had to have downloaded the video onto my YouTube as a kind of private one,
Right.
and then given you and then in turn shared my screen on Discord probably to be able
Right.
to have so we both could have seen it at the same time, kind of thing.
Right, right. Yeah, I think you'd have to do some type of shared stream with some type of live streaming software. But hey, Jack Baldwin, our VQS Jack has joined my stream, so that's our points leader right now in the eDTM. So glad you're with us. I think it's gonna be a bit of a late night for you, I guess. So
Yeah, Jack is very good, isn't he? He's so
oh,
fast.
he's incredibly fast. I mean, he's got some real talent there. Yeah, unfortunately, we lost. I guess VQS Holman, who's also another Vanquish esports driver. He was supposed to be in the pro lobby, and I think he must have had some type of arrangement or something cross the wires there, and he couldn't make that round. So he's got he's got 6 more rounds left. I think it was 8 rounds, and I think they're only counting 6 of them. But so he's got battles to do with Jack. But yeah, we got some real talent in the pro lobby. I mean, I think there's a lot of talent in the AM lobby too. I think we had some good battles.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. I watched a little bit of it earlier, and it did look like a good race. To be fair, I
Hmm.
just kind of watched the start. So what I'll do is I'll play it just now. I'll get it ready so that we're ready to
Okay.
go. If you like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
it
gonna.
should just take a minute.
Yeah. I've got it loaded up. I just gotta hit the play button. So when
You're a little bit ahead of me
yeah,
on that
yeah,
one.
that's okay. I'll pause it. As soon as you can pause it, I'll pause it, and you just let me know, and I'll hit the play button, and then So,
Yes, I'll do the same. It's a funny one, isn't it? Because it only goes so far, and then eventually you can actually hit the pause button to do it. It's not always straight away, isn't it? It just takes
no,
a few seconds into it.
Yeah, it's got to load
Hopefully.
it and all that stuff. But yeah, this is kind of the stuff that I really wish that Assetto Corsa had that it doesn't.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's there, but maybe it's just for PC right now. So we
yeah,
got our
yeah.
lineup: Jack, Mikey, Goldman,
There
Asto,
we go.
Enra, myself, Damo, and Seal. So, all right. So I'm
Yeah, no, it
paused.
looks good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm paused at roughly 16 seconds.
So I'm going to
So,
change my replay to variable and display
yeah, I'll
all of
do
my
the same.
info. So that'll be there.
Camera type, variable, display, all that's fine. Yeah, so we're all right there.
I'm going to try to switch to. I'm going to go to the back of the pack, all the way to where Seal is at. So when we start the playing, we can see from the back. Sometimes it's better that way. And maybe go to
Yeah.
chase. Maybe go to chase cam.
I'm quite happy just to watch it and commentate because I know obviously with our chat it should
Yeah.
come through on your one,
Yeah.
and that
Okay.
might just be easier if that's all right.
Hey, Moomin's in here too. Hey, Moomin. So okay, so are we ready to play?
Yep, as I
Okay.
say, I'm at 16 seconds in.
Okay.
That was the earliest I could pause it.
Okay. All right. So hit the play button. I'm at 23, 24, 25. Or be close enough, I guess. So,
All right, I can probably move it there. Hang on, I can
Yeah.
go by 10. So
Yeah.
now I'm at 20, and now I'm at 30.
okay, that's good. If you're at 30, I'm at
Um,
29. That's good enough. That's close enough.
Yeah, that's pretty
All
much
right,
there, isn't it?
All right, 3, 2, 1, and start. All right. So
Here we go.
Yep. So we're on board with Seal, and see some jockeying up there. It's 5th and 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Moomin Papa's made a great start up into second place and pushing in a Lamborghini, challenging Diakobub.
Okay. So you're watching the AM lobby. I'm watching the Pro lobby. So you got the AM lobby queued up. So yeah, we're doing the Pro lobby. So that's.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's
We'll
okay.
come out of that one.
So
You tell it's a live show. That's the
yeah,
one.
it's a live show. Yep. We'll go all the
Give
way
me 2
back.
seconds.
Yeah. So yeah.
Discover.
Yeah, it should be. You should be able to look under either under my just eDTM. I had it tagged as eDTM.
Yeah, no, it came up straight away actually.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a real good one. That one.
That happens. It happens. You gotta get all this stuff. Our pre-production meeting was not very productive. So
Working with a professional, but now here we are. Is this a video or is that a thing?
there may be a couple things. I know I shared it. I shared it.
It
with
should
eDTM.
be eDTM GLR Racer yesterday.
Should have been Saturday, so it might be from. I think I shared it on Saturday, so it might be a page back. Oh yeah. So Moomin's watching you do the AM lobby. We can always do the AM lobby too. That's not a problem. We can always do that too.
He'll be very pleased because it looked like he's doing rather well. Here we are. Right, so we've got 2nd of October, eDTM, there's the AM lobby, and then there is round 2. That's because the one I did was the first one, and I thought that was the oh, okay, because it's saying that there's another one here that's the AM lobby.
Oh.
So which one is the prime one then?
It should be the pro lobby. You'd have to.
Because Cars ER9 has done one yesterday as well.
Cars is in the AM lobby, so he'd have the AM. He'd have an AM too. So.
Here we are, Pro Lobby. GLR at 2nd October, right, found it. There we are.
Yeah. Then we can go look at some of these. Kind of look at some of these cars.
There we go. It's just downloading now.
Yeah.
So to everyone watching GLR Racers stream, if I was on The Apprentice, I'd probably be getting fired by about now on round 1, But we're getting there now.
Yeah, we have. We had we have a lot of people post, or shared these lobby races, and we had a lot of good racing in both the AM and the pro lobby. So
Yeah.
I hosted and streamed, and several people streamed their races from their point of view. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I think these community races are doing really well just now, innit? Because they're quite fun. It's pretty much arrive and drive. It's not too much to commit to,
right, yeah,
which is quite nice, isn't it? It kind of works quite well.
yeah. I think there's a lot more interest coming back to GT Sport with GT7 coming out. I think maybe there's a little bit more interest, a little more people have peeked down on it a little more. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll see. So if let me know
we're
when
just
you're
about
ready.
there, coming in about 90%. And there we are, 100%. Okie doke.
So yeah, so I didn't watch any of this. I didn't watch. I rewatched my stream just to see what the quality was like, and I had a microphone issue at the beginning because I did actually do a lot of commentating before it started, but I didn't re-engage my microphone on my controller because I just have my headset wired directly into my controller. So, but if I
Yeah,
don't,
that's what I'm doing here. Yeah,
if I don't push it in and pull it back out and push it back in, it doesn't start the mic. And that's where a lot of times I have to check my stream to see if my mic is working. But luckily, I think I've done that. So,
yeah. All right, Hugh, our VQS Jack is on pole, and GLR Mikey is Goldman, Maisto, Era VL.
Yep.
Here we are.
Yeah.
And I'm on 17 seconds in. Where are you?
Okay.
Are you on 29? Or
I'm
are
at
you...
I'm at 19. It only let me back up to 19 seconds. So that's
All right, that's not too bad then.
that's not too bad. Yeah, I'll be real close. So all right. So whenever you're ready to play, we'll go play. So on.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to start a second after me or so, then we'd probably be just about right.
Okay. So all right. So
So if we do a 3, 2, 1, then go, and if we do it on go, and you wait for about a second,
Yep.
would that be about right?
that'd be about right.
Okie doke. Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
There we are. We are on the grid here for the pro race
Yeah.
at Autodromo Nazionale Monza.
All right.
And it's go, go, go. And Jack's made a very good start. But I love these grid starts, none of this rolling start nonsense. Proper race here. And look at them flying into turn one. And Enraviel's made up a place there, I think, or it's certainly looking quite strong.
So it looks like everybody's gotten through the first chicane really well. A little bit of touching, but nothing dramatic. No violence has happened.
Yeah, which is good. That's
As we go.
We've got VQS Jack in first place. Then it's GLR Mikey in second. Then Enraviel in third. As they come to the first chicane. And Jack's looking good in that Audi R8.
On board with Enra. Yeah, it's a nice little pack here at the front of the field. We'll go back and look.
It's good to see that GLR Mikey is right on it. He's not letting Jack get away.
No. And we had really close qualifying. Mikey was right there with Jack in qualifying, so got a lot of speed up the front here too. Same with Enra.
Into this scary chicane, isn't it? That's the. And it's really close. Oh, Mikey's gone pretty wide there, off into the dust. But coming back on the track, you have to watch his braking as he comes in to the final corner. So we've got an Aston and an Audi, and it's quite a mixture of cars as well, which is always good to see. BMWs.
Yeah.
Here they come to complete lap one.
So
with
Goldman,
VQS Jack in first place.
Yep. So we had Goldman go in for a pit stop. So it looks like he was going to be on a two-stop strategy, which is kind of interesting because he was in front of me, and I saw him dive in, and I thought to myself, "Say, well, we'll see how that works." And it was like, okay, he's going to come back on us at some point. So then we charged off into lap 2. So
yeah. Here we are. So what are they on, like racing soft tyres, or was there a kind of special demand for tyres?
No, no. You could use whatever tires you wanted to. I think he only had it set to be softs and mediums, and I think everyone went with the soft compound.
Yeah.
And again, with this, the one trick or the only thing that was kind of interesting was you started on 65 liters of fuel, so you're not starting with a full tank of fuel, which was going to force you to a pit stop. So I think you don't think you were going to make it all the way anyway with a full tank. I think a full tank would only give you about 11 laps if you fuel saved.
Yeah.
So.
And is it a 30-minute race overall? Is it? Is that
Yeah,
kind of
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
It's looking good there. GLR Mikey in second place. Jack's beginning to pull away a little bit. And then we've got Enra VL 24 in third. UMF Maisto in fourth. GLR Racer in fifth. RCR Demo in sixth. GLR CO in seventh. And Goldman in eighth. And I hope I've pronounced those names right.
I think you did a pretty good job. About as good as I could do. So.
We'll find out in the comments later.
That's
and
right.
Say, what the heck was that? You know. It's looking at good conditions. It's nice and sunny and dry. Looks pretty warm over there.
Yeah, I had my practice lobbies at a different time of day, and I think it was a little bit slower track because Diakobub, he was really held that card real close to his chest as far as what the time of day would be. So it did just change the lap times a little bit. I think some people saw it's faster times. So I know my times were a little bit quicker. So
yeah,
I think everyone in the qualifying, I think everyone was in the 47s just about. So we had a pretty close qualifying, I think.
In the 47s, that's pretty good.
Yeah, in the 47s. I think we had everybody covered by about a second from first to eighth. It was just about a second. So
that's very good.
Yeah.
Now Jack's got a half a second penalty, which is that's gonna be painful. That'll bunch up the pack again, I think, at this rate.
Yeah. Maestro, he's got a 1 second penalty. He's going to try to burn that off now.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that wasn't made clear, or that might have been made clear, is burning penalties off. They're there, but if you are not forced to burn them off within the same lap, then I guess we'll see how that goes out. But it seemed to be just everyone burned them off as the laps went by, so not really affecting your lap times or helping the person behind you that didn't get a penalty.
Yeah, because there's certain areas where that time will just come off under heavy braking and things, isn't it, as well? That can sometimes it'll come off at those points.
So we've already got.
He's taken 2/10 off it already.
Yeah, Mikey's in the 47.7 in his just previous lap, and Jack's just a little bit slower. So Mikey is definitely
he's right there.
With him. Yep, and Enra
keeping them honest.
Yep. 48s by Enra, 48s by Maestro. I've just gotten into the 48s. Damo is into the 48s.
Yeah, you're pretty quick here. I'll be struggling in Group 3 to get anywhere near that. I can't remember what times I was doing in the lobbies, but when I used to do a bit of Group 3. But,
yep, Goldman's in the 47, so he's got to put his head down, and that's what I was trying to in my race. And then I got myself a penalty, a half second through the second chicane.
That's easily done.
Very easily done. But yeah, you have quite a balancing act between running the right lap times to not fall behind and actually trying to do a little bit of fuel saving. So I know with the BMW, it doesn't really benefit from revving it out. It makes a lot of power in the middle of the rev range, so you can actually do a decent. I'm giving all my secrets away on the live stream. So, but yeah, the BMW.
I know that's the thing.
Yeah, the BMW is a good, solid car, and it's a very, very quick car. It's it can be thirsty if you don't know where the rev, where your shift point is. You can over rev it and burn up gas for no real reason.
Yeah. Because you can use the engine management system, isn't it? So you can tune it for power or for economy. You can you get a few. There's one of the things you can do sometimes to help a little bit.
A little
To
dicing.
cut the power a wee bit, and then that can help a little bit.
Yeah, so a little battle going on between third and fourth with Inra and Maisto.
Yeah, it's pretty close there. BMW and the McLaren. McLaren is good. It's got very good brakes around here as well. In fact, I was doing the Wavy World Tour yesterday, and we often thought actually the McLaren would have been a better car to use than the AMG Merc that we were using, because we kind of felt at a real disadvantage in quite a few tracks.
Right.
Yeah,
in ACC, that 720 is pretty. Or is that you were on ACC the other day, right?
Yeah. No, we really struggled. Trying to go through Eau Rouge was almost impossible. It was so easy to lose control of the car there.
Yeah, Eau Rouge is terrifying in that game, depending on the car you use. I know when I first started doing ACC, it was in the 911, and it was very dangerous.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, that's one of my friends, John Vorter Racing. He was managing 218s in his 911 at Spa, and I thought, goodness me, where's he getting that time from? Because that is something. I think we were in the 221s. We probably could have got into the 220s. I think just on low fuel with a bit of practice, but that was in the AMG, of course.
Another little tight battle. I think they're trying to work together, and that's Damo and Seal. I think they've kind of fallen off the back a little bit, but I think they're trying.
Yeah, they're pushing each other along.
Yeah, trying to get back to the tail end of this middle group. Third, fourth, and fifth are kind of starting to get back together. I know that was what my point of view was. Yeah, I was slowly reeling them back in. And Goldman, he's putting in some good times. And I can't see. That's the one thing you can't see, the gap times where the gaps are getting closer or further away. But Goldman,
he's got a good livery there.
Yeah, Goldman's got a very big. Who was it? Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon fan. Most of his liveries are that DuPont livery. Very, very well done.
Yeah, no, it looks fantastic.
He's a very quick driver. I know I've had him in a couple of lobbies, and he is pretty quick in the FIAs when they're running. And Jack's got himself another penalty. He's trying to burn off another half second.
Yes, he's got 0.4 left. And Mikey's not far away. He's not far away at all.
No.
He's taken off a tenth there. So there's a couple of Brits. And we've got some, is it Australians and New Zealanders are there, I think? Or certainly an Australian flag down there, GLR Seal. Is that New Zealand?
He's Australia. Yep,
Australia. And looks like we've got a Danish one and a few Americans. It's a real range of global competitors.
Yeah, I think we were missing. We should have had 11 on the grid. And again, we had a couple people who had stuff come up. I think there was a wedding that popped up, and somebody had work out of town.
Yeah, there's always last minute issues, isn't it? It's just one of those things. And we've got a pit stop. But UMF Maisto is in the pits.
Yep, he's in a lap. About a lap early from what everybody else was planning to do, I think. But he's also saved a little bit of fuel too. He's gone in. He's going to get a little bit more fuel. Going to get out a lap early on fresh tires and see if he can do the overcut. Isn't that what they call it? Is it the overcut or undercut? It's the undercut, right?
It's the undercut when he goes in early, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we made the mistake of coming out on wet tyres when it was dry yesterday, because when we handed over the drivers, they didn't change the settings. So of course I took over and had a big off at Eau Rouge. Wondered why my prior, I saw my tyres go red. I thought, hang on a minute, what's going on there? And I realised, of course, they were wet.
They were wet.
And so we had to come in again and all the rest of it. So it was we lost a whole load of time.
Right. Yeah, that's the one thing with Assetto Corsa if they have the weather randomized weather, then you're going to have to be really on top of your setup and changing it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, you have to have a wet setup, like kind of like preset, and have it ready to go. I've never had to deal with that, but I'm on ACC on PlayStation, so it's kind of limited.
Slightly different.
There.
Yeah, I was on that before as well. I've only just quite recently gone into PC games, and I do enjoy it, I have to say. Now here's Jack coming into the pits.
Jack's into the pits with 7% fuel. Mikey's in with 2.
Yeah.
Enra's in with 3. I come in with 3. So everybody's right there in fuel. So everybody's doing a pretty equal job on saving fuel. So probably not going to be a whole lot of changes in the pits coming out. Of course, Maestro and Goldman have already done their pit stops. They're on a different strategy.
Yeah, so they'll maybe start to come through a wee bit.
Yeah. So Jack's out.
Jack is out in second place, but Goldman now takes the lead.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a gap. There.
Yeah. Yeah. Goldman.
In fact, it must be about 10 seconds of it, thereabouts.
Yeah.
So Jack has got to try and fire his way through. Because Goldman's tyres, although it'll be interesting to see what he can do fuel-wise as well.
Yeah.
They've still got a bit to go. Another 15 minutes or so, I reckon.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's see there. Right back. So, Maestro and Enra glued themselves right back together. I noticed that when I was coming out of the pits, I was right with Enra coming out of the pits, and when Maestro just glued right back to him like Velcro, like magnets attached to him. I was like, okay, cool, we're all right together. You know, we can have a nice little battle here.
It's great when it's close, for sure. It's yeah, 4th and 5th, there's not much in it. In fact, 4th, 5th and 6th are pretty much there, and then 7th and 8th aren't too far away. I wonder if they can pick up a bit of pace there and close in. They're not. Oh yeah, it's certainly doable. They're not that far away.
Gonna make people sick while I flip the cameras around. Gotta try to get the action. It's kind of limited, but yeah, you gotta try to get in there.
Yeah.
So see, there's Goldman's coming into the pits, and he's got 27 liters of fuel. So he's
still got quite a bit left in. So he's not. That's.
Yeah, if he's gonna drop in a full tank, well, he shouldn't need a full tank. It's got about. Let's see how he goes. Comes in with 27. Puts on fresh softs.
Yeah, that's going to help him.
Yeah, it's coming out with a full tank, almost a full tank of fuel.
I suppose that should be him almost there, though, for the rest of the race, if he can do that.
Right. He might have a little bit more push. He might be able to push a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But he's definitely on the back foot as far as his pace goes. So Enra's cleared out, and they're starting to clear out from 4th and 5th.
Yeah, because they're pretty close there. GLR Racer, your good self, and Maestro.
Yeah,
good battle.
We had a nice little battle. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. The good thing about Monza is there are places to overtake overall. You can have a go. These Lesmo corners, though, they can be quite a challenge. It's so easy to go a bit wide or just miss a little bit of curb, or the curb will shoot you off, isn't it? It's a real.
Yeah.
And especially coming into Ascari as well, this is a tricky bit. And you're going for the move. And just about.
Yeah, that was a feint. But those cars are so equal. There was no real. I don't think either one really had an advantage. Going down these straights, it was like you get a little bit of slipstream. As soon as you'd pull out, you'd lose it. You just kind of like bog out. You got to hit that perfect gap to be able to slingshot past. And when you're too close, that's what happened there. But yeah, the Lesmos on this game, they can really kill you if you get a little too
make or break
off.
It, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get into that sand. Especially the second one. You get on the sand there, it'll just spin you around,
right?
And then
Plus
that's you.
if you come out too wide here at the first chicane, if you just get too far over, you'll bog down too, and that'll do it for you. It'll be over. So
Yeah.
so let's see, we got Seal is slowly sneaking up, and I felt his presence when I was battling with Maestro when I was like, he's on his way. He's on his way. I've got to make a move or not make a move. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a good race. It's not much in it really overall.
And yeah, Damo is right there too. He's kind of biding his time. And Goldman is he's really got to push.
Isn't Jack's just a couple of seconds will be ahead of Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey's still right there. You kind of got distracted by the battle in third, fourth, and fifth. And
yeah, there's no clear advantages really. I mean, Jack has to be absolutely on it to keep ahead.
Yep.
The Aston sounds really good as well, and it does sound rather good. We were racing the GT4 Aston Martin car, and that was fantastic fun. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, they do a real good job with the sounds on Assetto Corsa.
Yeah,
I think they sound just right, especially when you're in cockpit mode. You hear all the stuff going on.
Aye, all the pops and the bangs and the sound of the gravel and the wheel arches and all of that.
Another move on Maestro by myself. And still got Enriz right there too.
Yeah, especially coming out of that first chicane. It's dodgy, isn't it? You've got to be so careful how you apply the power, because even I noticed Maestro's been quite shaky coming out of that first chicane.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's on controller or wheel. I can't remember. I don't know if he's mentioned whether he is or not. So I'm on a wheel. Kind of overcooked that entrance. I think I got too much draft on that one. So.
Yeah, and it can make a big difference, isn't it? It can really move the car quite a bit with it.
Yep, Seals.
There's fourth, fifth, and sixth.
Yep, yeah, fourth, fifth, sixth, and third is even. Third is within. Well, no, third's got a little bit of a lead. I think that's what happens when you get involved in a battle with anybody. If there's somebody in front of you, they're going to start leaking away, and if there's somebody behind you, they're going to start chipping into any kind of gap you might have had. And that was kind of what I was thinking when I was battling with Maestro. It was like I need to get away, or I need to settle down and not push him to be too defensive.
Yeah. No, it's pretty close here, and you just done a 147.8, and then there's a penalty for Maestro. So this is your chance.
Yeah.
You're right in the slipstream there.
Yeah.
He's got a 0.9 penalty as well, so you've got a good chance. He's going to have to start dropping that eventually.
Yeah, outside move's not going to happen, but.
Keeping the pressure on. That's it.
Yeah, I know with that BMW, it's a balancing act, because you can get on the power just too soon, and it will snap right around on you, and it accelerates really well, but I think it's just too light on the back end. It's kind of like a Fox body Mustang. It just wants to sling around on you. Right there. And there's Seals. Still clawing his way.
He's just getting there. Yeah, as we get into the 22nd minute of the race, it's really not much in it. Really, it's pretty close all the way through.
Yeah. So yeah, and Enra has got himself a nice little lead with us battling up there in fourth and fifth and sixth, and then Mikey's got himself a penalty now. And Mikey is probably, see if we can calculate how far, 1,000, 2,000, he's about four and a half, 5 seconds away from Jack. But he is right there. He's still, that's respectable gap, over 12 laps.
Oh yeah. Well, Well, I mean, Jack is just on a 147.6 on lap 10. He's just on that there. He's on a 147.3.
Right.
So that is very fast indeed. So he's making the most of it, maybe as his fuel comes down a bit.
Yeah, Mikey's looking at just at a half a tank, just under a half a tank, and Jack's just over a half a tank. So Jack's doing a great job of saving his fuel too. So I don't know how good that R8 is on fuel. It must be pretty good.
Yeah, and the thing is it a V8 or a V10? It's certainly quite a big engine thing.
I think it's a V10 in this car.
And he's up on his schedule already, up on his timing. He knows exactly how much curb he can take there.
Yeah.
He had a good acceleration out of there. I see they've all been low, either 48s.
Maestro has made a mistake in the second chicane.
And he's gone right down. And that's allowed GLR Racer, your good self, to go up to 4th.
Yep. With the aquatic mammal behind us. The aquatic mammal's looking for a fish.
Yeah.
But Enra
and there's Goleman having a good slide out of the second Lesmo. So he's catching up as well. But the thing is, will they do another pit stop?
Yeah.
Oh, depends. Because if that's the case, then maybe Goleman's looking quite good.
Yeah, so we've got 23 minutes left. Let's stream. So we got 14 laps down for 14. Jack just turned 14 off, and then there comes Mikey, still slowly burning that penalty off. And then Enra. So Enra is probably just a little bit further back than Jack is, and Mikey is to Jack. It looks like somebody's gone to put themselves around.
And Jack just did a 147.4. So again, well into the 47s.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can start consistently putting in 47s. That's could be insurmountable. It could be insurmountable if you're like Mikey's about a second slower per lap. So, but at least in the last couple of laps, Mikey must have been closer. Enra cleanly through the second chicane. And then we got Seal chasing me down in 4th and 5th.
Yep, not too far away. 4th and 5th is pretty close. I would say there's less than a second in that. It's probably maybe 3/4 of a second, something like that, which is next to nothing in the BMWs. Oh, somebody's gone wide. Is that's Maestro? Having a terrible run. He's all over the place. And Damo is almost there.
Oh, got Goleman in the background drifting through the second Lesmo. Yeah, just like you'd said, you go through the Lesmo 1 and 2, and it just can kind of compound itself one to the next. And a nice little battle through here. A little bit of contact.
Yeah, Damo's got a little bit of a push there, but then I think they were both pretty aggressive. To be fair, there was some aggressive defense, but
sometimes you can if somebody's having a difficulty through a turn, as they over hit the curb a little too much or something, so you don't have much of an opportunity to give them a quarter. You've got to make a move. And I think that's kind of what you got there. Is Damo was just trying to get through, and a little bit of contact by oversteering. So we got the BMWs are coming together right back. So we got Enra is probably, let's see, he's just
and
about
GLR Seal's got a big penalty, 1.3 seconds worth of penalty there. But he's right behind you in 5th. Funny, because up until recently, a lot of people were avoiding the BMWs. They weren't using it that much at all.
I've been a fan of the BMW for about a year or so now, and it's just it's just definitely not the car people choose. I mean, they usually go for the Audi or the Lamborghini or the Supra and Gran Turismo. This is, and there's other cars, but the BMW is a sleeper car. And let's see where Jack's at, Jack.
Yeah, it's he's still well in the lead. He just did a 1:48.7.
So we can do a lap with Jack here on lap 15. See where he goes. He's crossing the line. Should probably still stick with that third, fourth, and fifth battle.
And there we go. So we're must be getting close towards the end of the race. How many more minutes here? We've got about 2-3 minutes to go, I think.
Yeah, it looks like about 2 minutes. Yeah.
So maybe another lap or two.
And yeah, it seems that Jack has just disappeared from Mikey, but Mikey has also disappeared from Enra.
Yeah.
And Enra has disappeared. And
Yeah, it's funny how you find that in the last third of the race it can suddenly just expand, isn't it, as people get into the rhythm a bit more, and then you get people dropping off because of lack of concentration or little errors and things. So
right. And I've made an error myself, and we did skip over it, but I did make an error. I did boo-boo on the first chicane, and that's where I dropped myself back to fifth. And
right, yep.
So yeah, we got on the power just a little bit too soon coming out of the final part of the chicane, and it spun us right off to the left into the grass. So yeah.
Right, but you're able to keep going, but yeah, that's it. There we are. You've got a nice livery on there.
Yeah, again, that was Power Maxie's livery, and beautiful job he did with that one. Okay, thank him again for that. Thank you, Power. I know you're watching, so thank you for the livery and the customizing. And
It's great that you can come up with all these things and get. It looks so fantastic. It looks so real, and just
yeah,
we couldn't have done them better in real life.
Yeah. So we look, Jack's. We think we're almost done with this race, and Jack will be on the last lap. Mikey is still, if Jack were to make a tiny little error, Mikey could be right there. And then a little bit too big
there's
of
not
a gap.
too much in it.
Yeah, there's not a pretty big gap to third place, but then Seal is kind of right in this exhaust almost of Enra. He could make a small mistake and then he'd be right there. And then Damo is really pressing me. He's right there. And I don't like it. Don't like it. So
yeah, there's not much in it there.
Maestro, he's on board with my stream.
And Damo has just done his fastest time in the first sector. As we go on the final lap. And heading round Lesmos. And Jack is just burning off he's got another couple of tenths penalty to burn off. Because otherwise he'll probably get a second penalty if he goes over the line with that.
So on board with Jack as his final lap. He's going through Parabolica.
There's a puff of smoke there as he braked.
Yep, lock the front brake up a little bit.
And there he goes to take the checkered flag.
Takes the checker to burn that plug. Here comes Mikey coming across the line. Take second place.
That was a good race.
Yep, here comes Enra. Nice solid third from Enra.
Yeah. Lots of BMWs.
Yep, Seal coming across fourth. Followed by myself. Followed by Damo.
There we are.
And then Goldman got himself up in there too, and I think
up to seventh.
Yeah, so that was it was a very enjoyable race. I think I was thinking about it the whole time. How even though I had that one error 2 laps from the end, I was so happy that it wasn't a massive error. It cost me 1 spot, and at the time, I had clawed my way back to Enra, and nothing's guaranteed in racing. Everybody knows that, but a chance is better than anything, and I threw away a good chance. I think that was the most upsetting thing.
Yeah, so one of those things, isn't it? But it was a close race, and
Yeah.
and it's good that they're that close, and you've got 2 splits as well, which is great, because that keeps it all working, and sometimes the times aren't too far away between the AMs and the pros, which is good.
Yeah,
That,
I think we have another race next this coming Saturday, the 9th, at it's 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock British Standard.
all right,
And,
yeah.
yeah, and so that next race is at Lake Maggiore GP. So hopefully we can, and they have both the AMs and the pros at the same time, running their lobbies at the same time. So if you want to watch your pro lobby, I know I'm streaming it. I'm one of the hosts of that lobby. So I am the host, but several people stream the race.
Yeah, no, that looks good. As long as I can get the kids to bed in time, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I know.
Time is always.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, Hugh. Thank you so much, and we'll have to get on your channel, and maybe we can do an interview or something like that. I know you have a full slate of interviews all the time. You just did TMK Racing, 444.
Yes.
Yep, Matt, great guy. Got great chops for commentating, and hopefully his dreams can come true. I know he's really pressing to get into where he wants to be, and he's doing everything he can to get there. So.
Yeah, no, it was really good fun actually this morning, and he gave a lot of detail, and you can see that he's put a lot of emotion into it as well. It's like his real character, which is great. So I'm sure he'll get there. And his commentary is good. And when we did our first recording, and then we then put it on our stream officially, it got loads of views. It was really good. And even when we were doing the recording live as well, when we were streaming it, it got a lot of views straight away. So he brought a lot of people in, which was really great. So I'm sure you'll certainly see his channel grow, and to get on there. And of course we've got Dave Cam on Thursday, who's a very big streamer. Does a lot of iRacing and PC racing and stuff. So looking forward to having him on Thursday. That should be fun.
Yeah, Dave, very very popular. Yeah, I mean, you've been really lucky. You had a lot of the biggest names in the sim racing, and that's awesome to see. Between Lightning and we've got Dave.
We had Valerio. With David Perel a few times now. We've had Super GT. We've had Tidge now. We've had the Key. We've had quite a few. And thankfully they keep coming back, which is really nice, But it all started a number of years ago when I kind of took up the courage when I was watching a Super GT stream to ask him would he like to do a podcast, and he said he'd never done one before. And I thought, well, that's so he could be the first. And we had to do it on Skype because it didn't have the facility to record the actual video, just the audio, and that's what I put it out on. I've been really fortunate, and there've been some great guys. But it's whatever size the channel is, I've always found it's just been great fun. If they're passionate about what they do, it's great fun, and the conversation just works really well. So no, it's a great privilege to be able to interview these guys, and hopefully we can get many more and get them on many more times as well. But we'll definitely get you on as well if you're up for coming on the show. I'm sure we can get you on.
We'll see how we can do it, because I know it's always good to have a face with a voice. My face is on some of my videos, but very 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 few of them. So
I'm sure we can do something. I mean, I use StreamYard, so it's quite an easy one. As long as you've got a camera and a microphone, we'll get you on it. And that's the thing. But that's great. Well, look, thank you very much. It's been a real pleasure to come and commentate and to kind of co-commentate with you tonight.
It was great.
You have a great week.
You too, Hugh. Thank you, sir. And we'll cut this off on my stream. So thanks everybody for watching. And if you like the content, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I know sometimes we get a lot of videos that don't get notified, but get the views. We don't have as much content as some other creators, but we do like it when you guys comment to know that you like what you're watching. So again, thanks again, Hugh, and you have a great night. And thanks everybody for watching. Everyone have a great night, because I know most of you guys are Europeans on that side of the pond. Thanks, guys.
We're ready. 11 o'clock, almost midnight. If you're in Germany or somewhere. But thanks very much.
Yep, thank you.
See you soon.
Bye.
Take care.